6:43, which is 2 lots of 321.5 Ks at the end of a long run. So welcome back to another long run video. This is the peak long run. This is it. This is where it counts. 3 weeks to go until Abingdon Marathon. And at 3 weeks out, this is where we put the most quality in. If we get this one right, it's going to be a good feel-good factor for the rest of the taper. But of course, we need to keep the mind sharp as we go into the taper mode and yeah, keep things ticking over nicely. So in terms of the run itself, 2 miles easy warm-up. We roll into 8k off of 1k, 7k off of 1k and 5k off of 1k. All of those on reps are around marathon efforts. We then roll straight into 3k off 1k, 2k off 1k, 1k off 1k, and those are faster than marathon effort. All right, so those are just whatever I can muster up at the end. If I nail the first bit and don't go out too hard, then those ones should feel good. If I go out too hard in the marathon pace efforts, those ones are going to be an absolute sufferfest. And then 2 miles easy cool down at the end to bring it up to nearly a 24-mile run. Once again, practicing race day fueling. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I spent a fortune at X miles on all of these bloody Morton gels, but I just got to get it right, and I have found something in the last couple of weeks that has worked quite well, so I'm keen to practice it again in this long run. But I'll be fueling every half an hour. This time I'm dropping in a calf gel, so I'm going to take one of those out with me, and other than that, we're just going to get on with this one and we'll see how we do. All right, good morning, here we go. The final big long run, 3 weeks out from Abingdon Marathon, and there's going to be a lot of loops out here on the industrial estate today. So to stop me from going crazy and doing realistically 12, 13, 14 ups and downs of here, what I'm going to do is slow the warm up right down, head up a hill, take a bit of a shortcut out to the top road so that I can do the first 8k, tagging on a bit in the town next to me, so I can kind of get up the top and then head downhill slightly, take a left out to that town, spin when that gets hilly, come back this way down onto the industrial estate, and then hopefully the 8k won't be out and back, out and back. I could normally do that, but there's a decent hill to get up and out of the estate, which I do every long run, and I don't really want to be doing that in the middle of a marathon pace effort. So in a second we're going to be taking a cheeky left up a hill, and hopefully by the 2 mile mark when we kick into this, we'll be there and ready to rock and roll. Right, probably can't see that, about 400 meters to go, last bit of the hill. Goals for today. Hold on, let me extend my pole because I hate talking like that, and tighten you up. There we go. Low 6s for the first one, without a doubt. Do not bolt out of the blocks unnecessarily. We'll see what happens in the 7 and 5. Quite happy for all of those to sit in the 6s, even though I've been cutting this type of stuff down. Low 6s is all I want. Relax, calm, and then save something for the end. So we are very close, about 200 meters now from going. Top of the hill right here. Wish me luck. Let's do this. Up onto the road. Let's go. Right, I have royally f***ed up the setup of this watch. So bottom left is pace, current live pace, not average pace. I changed the average pace on the main screen, thinking that I'd sorted it, but I hadn't put it on the lap screen. So the average pace is showing on the total run screen, but not this one, so the pace is dancing around all over the place. So messed with my head a little bit, but it's all good. Done a bit of mental maths. I think I split 2 miles in around 12:25, so around 6:12, 6:13 per mile. It will get a bit quicker as we go on because that is a little bit lumpy up there. Now I'm coming down to the estate and there's 2.5 miles to go, and apparently now I'm running 5:52 per mile, which makes sense because I'm gently coming downhill. So yeah, we're adapting as we go here. Right, mental maths time. 33, 26, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, I have to do my 5 times table on my hand. So that is around 6:05 per mile average. Spot on. Happy with that. Watch drama. We have to push it to one side and just trust the body. That was good trusting of the body. Then 6:05 is perfect, and I felt good. So kilometre float now, and then down to the 7k. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1 to go. Hello mate. Okay, not even going to try and work out what the average pace was on that one, but it was good and comfortable. Once again, kilometre floating in the 6s again. We'll spin, and then 5k left for the marathon pace. Oh yeah, and I've just snapped another carbon rod in the left shoe this time. Halfway through the wrap up there, jumped off the curb onto the road. Snap, I heard it, and now the left shoe's clicking as well. These poor shoes, we're gonna have to dissect them when we're finished with them. Alright, 18:36:37 for that 5k, which is around 6 flat per mile. We have nailed, absolutely nailed the first part of the run, and I felt overall relatively good. But this is now the business end. 3k, 2k, 1k, faster than marathon pace. See what we can do. Mosh, 3k, 10:32, 10:33, no idea on the average pace, probably in the 5:40s. Come on, 2 and 1 to go, 2 and 1 to go. .643 for the 2k, which is 2 lots of 321.5k's at the end of a long run. dreamland. 1k to go. Keep floating. Not over yet. And we wrap it up with a 3:12 kilometre. That is 16 flat 5k pace after 21, no, is that right? Yeah, 21.34 miles. Wow, come on, that was a beast. So, all right, bit of a confession, I did position myself nicely for that K to be mostly downhill, just to incorporate that end of the estate a little bit extra. So if it was flat, probably more like 318, 319, 320, but we'll bypass that because there was a lot of up and down here in all the other reps, a lot of unfavourable reps, a lot of floating uphill. That float between the 2 and the 1 that was the slowest, that was pretty much an all uphill float to get myself into position for that K. But honestly, unreal. And just like Boddington, just like last weekend, I'm sat here at 22 miles with a 2 mile cool down going, what's next, what's next? So feeling so good. There we go, mother flippers, we are done. 2 mile cool down, and once again we have peaked successfully. This is the second block that I feel, I mean the first half of this block was just mentally I was not there, but we've really got our act together, or I have got my act together in the second half. We will have hit over 80 miles again, a new peak week PB, 82, 83 miles. Last week was 81, and we have successfully executed the most quality long run of the block. It is now very gently all downhill from here. Next week won't be too much of a change, just be shaving 5-10 minutes off each run. Still have a big workout to do next week on Tuesday. That'll be sort of 2 weeks and 5 days out, so still a lot of quality to come next week, and to be fair, the week after in the first part. But as I said, volume will be gently coming down. Now next week's long run will be still a good time on feet, still a good 2 hours 20, 2 hours 30, but intensity in that run will be nothing like this, nothing at all. So yeah, we made it, we've made it to the top. May the taper gods be on our side. So there we go, we nailed it. Absolutely buzzing with that one. So happy that one went as well as it did, especially the cut downs on the 3-2-1. That was just unexpected. So I pinched this workout from the last Newport block. Long story short, there are a few workouts that I looked at in my Newport block that I thought I might quite like to incorporate in this one. So when I was writing this one out, this training block out, at the start, I earmarked 2 or 3 runs in particular, like workouts or long runs, to drop into this one because I just found them to be good milestones in Newport, and this was one of them. And I wrote on that one, this after that run, it was effing savage, and the paces I could only cut down to around 5:53 to 5:50 per mile. So I just feel like I've practiced these long runs so well. I've done a lot of negative split long runs. I've really practiced in my workouts and in my long runs in general, just being really sensible in the first half and then kicking on. It's exactly how I want to run Abingdon, and I feel like I've got the confidence now to do that. And last thing to mention, fueling, it worked an absolute treat. Again, and no sickness after the 4th gel. I didn't take a 5th one because I didn't need to, but I do feel a bit more confident with that now as well. And the thing that I mentioned at the start that has been working well for me for the last couple of weeks that I wanted to try again today worked again perfectly, and that is I've been taking a gel 10 minutes before a run. And actually, when I do that, I feel a bit more sick later on in the run. I wonder if I'm overloading my system a little bit too much, maybe. So the last 3 weeks, or 3 weeks including this one, I actually took the gel half an hour before my run, and then started loading up and having the gels every half an hour, and I got to the 4th gel, had it with no issues, no sickness whatsoever. So I do wonder potentially having a gel 10 minutes before the run and then 25 minutes in, and then every half an hour from 25 minutes in is just a no-go. I think I need to space it out a bit better. So again, that's something that I feel confident going into Abingdon, that's exactly what I'm going to do there as well. So there we go, 3 weeks of hard graft now through the taper. Excited to get down the other side, out the other side of Abingdon, and have a rest now. But this training has been absolutely incredible. Feeling really good, really excited for this week. Still lots to focus on, lots of workouts still to do. Obviously we'll be bringing things down, but there's still a lot of quality to be done between now and Abingdon Marathon. So yeah, I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot. All your support on the recent training series, it's been fantastic. Thank you. Oh, and I sorted the watch out. I've changed the watch. First thing I did when I got back from the run, changed the lap screen on my watch so that it shows average pace and not live pace. So that's done for the next run already, and we'll be fine for the workout midweek. So there we go, guys. I'll leave it there. Appreciate you guys supporting. If you enjoyed this one, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'll see you on the next one.